Real carbon fiber, and only Rolls-Royce can get that carbon fiber pattern, dude.
Yep.
Oh, shoot. And trying to get into that trunk is like trying to get into a bank vault. All right, guys, so before this video gets started, quick little announcement. Today's the final day for your chance to get entered for the double Shelby giveaway. It ends tonight at midnight, and we wanted to end it with a bang, so we picked up this right here, BMW M3 Competition. So this super short giveaway right here is only 1 week from start to finish, and today only all orders on goonsquad.com are going to get entered for 2 giveaways. Double your chances. You might get that whole entire setup right there. You might get this sucker right here, but you just can't go wrong, guys. Good luck. Check out all the official rules. Check out goonsquad.com. You might be the one. Dang, dude, we just bought one of the most expensive, one of the most luxurious vehicles in the whole entire world, a freaking Rolls-Royce. But of course, there's a major issue. It's smashed, bunch of problems with it, but you know what? That's what we do here at the Goon Squad Garage. We're gonna get this sucker fully rebuilt and take you guys along with us. Golly, this thing is massive, dude.
Hey, dude.
How are we gonna take this thing off?
Hopefully our team and forklift can lift this thing up. Hey, it doesn't hurt to try. We're gonna lift it up. If anything, we might put if they can lift it up, we'll probably use a skid steer to hold the back of the forklift down.
Yeah.
And back up simultaneously.
We'll have to figure something out because this thing is about as heavy as a truck.
Lift that side. Work.
You thought you were just gonna skate over this grass right here, dude. This is a heavy unit. Don't underestimate the T-move.
Now that right there, guys, was an absolute sketchy one. Probably one of the heavier cars that we've ever unloaded, but we had to do what we had to do. Hopefully we didn't damage anything underneath this thing. We're gonna have to check on that. But the 2023 Rolls-Royce Ghost Black Badge is here, and this thing is insane. So I say we go ahead, wash this thing up real quick, pull it in the garage, and see what we got ourselves into.
Son, look at the metallic and this paint right here, dude.
Dude, that looks crazy. It looks like it has multiple different colors of metallic. Dude. It's not just black. There's like blue, gold, all sorts of colors, honestly.
It looks just crazy. It looks perfect. It looks like it was buffed and polished, and we were actually looking up on the process of how they actually paint this paint job at the factory. And apparently they use 100 pounds of paint.
100
pounds, dude. 45 kilograms, dude.
Yeah, Lee, I'm scared to paint it now, man.
And it takes 7 days for them to get this paint job right here. And also, there's only one single artist that can paint this stripe.
Yeah, Lee. You know what? I probably replicate that right there. Go to O'Reilly's, get some pinstripe. But that's hand painted right there. That's crazy, dude.
But the results are just flawless. This right here, at Rolls-Royce, they don't let anything slide. Any type of imperfection is not going to pass the standards that they do. You know what I mean?
The reflection is like a mirror. Honestly, we're definitely going to have to buff the living paint out of this thing. You know what I mean?
1000%, dude. It's just so crazy. And Rolls-Royce actually lets you choose from, I think, 40,000 different paint colors when you go to spec your Rolls-Royce. So that's why this is the most luxurious car out there. And that's why it's the most expensive. But of course, we didn't pay full asking price because this one took a little lick. You know what I'm saying?
It took a pretty good lick.
Yep. Oh, shoot. It came off of this roller. Yeah, keep going. Dude, there's foam inside the tire. There's some sort of foam like inside of the tire. Probably like a sound deadening thing, you know? All right, so as you guys might have noticed, this thing has a little bit of damage up front here. It's actually a lot of damage because I do see structural components that are just broken and just bent out of shape. But you know what? We're gonna go over the front end where most of the impact occurred, starting with this wheel right here, because as we were working on this thing, cleaning it up, we noticed that this wheel right here was carbon fiber. So the black badge actually has a ton of just upgrades for performance. So the wheels are included right there, more power to the engine, and also a bunch of appearances, basically just blacked out badges, pretty much. It's in the name right there, dude.
Yeah, it has some blacked out badges. Too bad the front, what do you call that thing again?
The Spirit of Ecstasy
is missing, dude. Somebody took that thing.
Somebody popped that thing off. I thought those things were not able to be stolen, but I guess once it's mangled like that, it's
you have some tools.
And you have some tools, exactly. But this wheel right here is made out of 44 layers of carbon fiber. I'm not a huge fan of how they look, just because they're a little old school. I do love the wheels with a ton of spokes, you know what I mean? Just all black. I think we might go with that.
Way bigger wheel as well, maybe like a 24 would look so sick. I mean, the barrel's carbon, the center is still aluminum and stuff like that.
Forged aluminum.
How much is it? You looked it up. How much is one?
So for one wheel, I think you can get it used for like $3 grand. For the whole set, you can get it a little over $8,000, which honestly, I thought it'd be more, but hey, I guess, you know, people probably swap them out pretty often, you know, to get something a little more stylish, dude.
Yeah, especially that one. That looks like it just hit a curb at a McDonald's drive-thru.
Yeah, I mean, something happened. I don't know. Either somebody hit a palm tree, because this thing is from California. It looks like it has a little bit of palm tree residue right there.
That is palm tree stuff.
I'm telling you, dude. Probably from Beverly Hills, some rich guy or gal was driving this thing, or maybe this thing could have been flown in from Dubai. You never know where this thing came from right here.
I seen some yellow up front as well, like some yellow right there that almost looks like
a post, you know, in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Somebody ran clean into a post and something else, because it literally just gouged the whole side of this door right here, split it open. But it looks like those internals right there are actually good, which is awesome, because we're gonna have to probably just buy a shell and swap out like the door panel and all that stuff right there. And look at this, cotton candy.
Don't touch that. That may be bad for you. What is that?
Cotton candy, dude. No, that's, I guess, for sound deadening, dude. These Rolls Royces, apparently, they were too quiet. They actually had to remove some of the sound deadening because it was freaking people out, you know.
They thought their car wasn't on, you know what I mean?
Exactly. These cars are probably quieter than electric cars right here. I think so, from what I heard.
I mean, those electric cars sound like dang lightsabers, you know what I
you
mean?
hear the tires and stuff on those electric cars, but on this, you guys seen the foam on the inside of the tire right there, dude?
What is that for?
I think that's to keep it quiet right there, dude.
Keep it quiet, maybe drive without, you know, it can drive with a flat or something like that. I don't know.
Maybe, but yeah, so you got some side damage right there. You got some front damage to the hood, the bumper, the grill, the bumper rebar right there. And also it looks like, should we go ahead and crack open this hood right here?
Let's see that engine, dude.
Yeah, dude, this engine is beautiful. You got a 6.75. I don't know why they left out the 0.25. V12, dude.
That's crazy.
Twin turbo, so with the black badge, you're pushing a lot more horsepower. The black badge is 50% more faster than the regular Rolls-Royce Ghost, dude.
That's a lot.
That's
50%. That's insane.
That's what David said. He was the fact checker. 50% faster, right?
50% faster, dude.
That's crazy.
That's
right
insane.
there. So let's just see some of these damages. It looks like the shock tower got a little bent right there, as you can tell.
Oh yeah.
But
got pushed back a little bit.
yeah, it seems like all this stuff should be pretty easy to replace. I'm hoping we can get parts pretty easy. We're already working on it. But I mean, other than that, I think it looks pretty good. Just the damage is on that side. This side is actually perfect. Look, fender's intact. Well, actually, yeah, just a little scuffed up.
A little ding here and there.
Yeah, headlight is good. So, who knows? Maybe we'll do like a complete different kit on it. Mansory?
Dude, there's some crazy kits.
That would be
crazy
wild
kits
right
out there.
But
It'd be
yeah.
sick to like get a super sick looking front bumper, maybe a carbon hood.
Dude, that would be awesome, dude. That's definitely something that we're going to consider. Also, you got some damage to the glass right here, the windshield, which I'm sure that's a sound deadening windshield too, you know what I mean?
Probably a pricey one for sure.
100%. And it looks like the damage actually didn't even move the door backwards because it might have moved it just a hair, but it's like still kind of in place. But
Yeah, it moved the front door a little bit, but not the
not
back
the back door. So
Yeah.
the back door is good, and they open like that.
Dude, that's so
That is
awesome.
so sick. So that's pretty much, I guess, all the damages to the front end that we can see. Of course, we're going to dig into it and see if there's like suspension damage and stuff like that. But there's some damage on the interior as well. So that's going to be our next thing that we do. We're going to jump in there, see what's going on, probably give it a clean, and we'll show you guys the luxury going on in there.
Welcome into the interior of this Rolls-Royce, which is just absolutely mind-blowing. It looks amazing in here. First off, the color, it's just this teal blue, Miami blue beach vibes. It just looks like a car that you can roll around in, you know, Beverly Hills or Miami or whatever. I mean, this is where you mainly see these cars. It looks amazing in here. And the next thing that I noticed is this carbon fiber right here, and you found out that this is exclusive just for Rolls-Royce, right?
Yeah, it's called Diamond Technical Carbon Fiber. So that's real carbon fiber, and only Rolls-Royce can get that carbon fiber pattern, dude.
Can't even buy it. You can't even like go to a carbon guy professional. They cannot order anything. I believe maybe even Rolls-Royce actually makes that just for their cars.
I do not know, but it looks
sick. It looks like, you know, it looks like a high-end like finish. It doesn't even look like carbon fiber, which
That's
looks
true.
amazing in here. The dash looks good. It has a nice big screen right here. That piano black is just so flawless. I mean, they buffed that
That's
out
a
as
screen.
well. Is that a screen?
I think so. It's either a screen, but it has like a bunch of little spots, kind of like the
Really?
Starliner. That's like a star
Dude.
screen almost.
I'm gonna have to see that right there. But it does have the Starliner, right? I mean, you can't even tell. I mean, these are the OG Starliners right here. Rolls-Royce, right?
All Rolls-Royces have that Starliner.
But they invented Starliner.
Pretty much.
Which is crazy because you can just, it's so smooth. You can't even tell. It's just amazing in here in the back, man. The doors is another level, dude. It actually makes it easier to get in. You know what I mean?
Yes,
You're not
sir.
like pushing the door and getting in. Look at this. You just slide right in here, man. And you can just, oh my goodness. I feel like the rear seats are like way more comfortable than the front seats.
No way.
And they're super comfortable, dude.
Dude, I feel like the person that was in this accident kind of had like a soft cushiony accident. He probably didn't even feel it.
He's all like,
You know,
he probably, honestly, probably didn't.
he probably felt like he was in a bouncy
That's
house.
what I'm saying. It was probably bare. These are probably like super safe, you know, during accidents.
I think
and stuff
so.
like that.
I mean, all the airbags deployed in this area. We got 2 roof airbags that deployed.
1 knee airbag, 1 driver airbag, which that's easy replacement stuff. As long as we ain't got like a dash or a ripped like seat airbag, which is a good thing. None of that is done. One thing we did notice is the umbrellas were missing on both sides, which is absolutely sucks. And the crazy thing is, we went on eBay and we found the exact color umbrella of this car, 2 of them, for $2,000.
In the exact same location where we bought the car in
What's
California.
going on? It's always California where the cars that come out of there always get fooled around with. You know what I mean? Stuff goes missing. Should we mention that they about not gave us a key for this car? We had the driver go pick up this car and they said no key. And I was like, you better go back in there and tell them to get the car off the trailer because we don't want it. And they're like, ooh, we found the key all of a sudden.
They found the key immediately, dude.
That's California for you. Be careful, guys.
Yeah, you gotta be real careful. Look at that right there. I guess that's that
little stamp, Spirit of Ecstasy right there. And the little, like, I think they had wine glasses in here that these cars come with. This is an actual cooler right here. And it holds an entire wine bottle and 2 little glasses right there, which are missing as well, which kind of sucks. I wish we would have had all that because, you know, it holds the value. But you can buy that stuff, you know what I mean? It's just
100%.
Cost a couple $1,000s.
Dude, them umbrellas, $2,000 for both.
That's insane. And look at these. These are shades that work electronically. They just, that's insane. This is like presidential, dude.
Massaging seats.
Massaging seats.
Heated, cooled.
My good. And you got like a desk right here that pops down. It's just electronic. We can't pop it down right there. Pops down, dude. It's just like, I cannot wait to like cruise in the back. You're gonna have to be driving. I'm gonna be sitting in the back.
that's this type of car right here. You get a driver and you cruise around in the back. But look, you got shade right here.
The whole back is covered with that shade. I think that's electronic as well.
I think
it just
so.
opens up, which is just amazing. Got a beautiful sound system in this thing. Everything in here is just elegant, dude. I haven't even used that word on a car.
That's a good word because honestly, they didn't go too crazy like you know, modern with the interior. They like, wanted it to be practical, easy to use. You know, where you don't get lost while you're in there.
They kind of want to keep that Rolls-Royce tradition going. Like the dash is not like fully digital and it's not fully analog, so it still has like a mix of both. It looks super good. The vents are like super smooth, and look at that. Look how nice that is. You close it, open it.
Dude, that is
insane.
So
the little
sick.
toggles for like the headlights and stuff. It's just a whole nother ball game of car. You know, this is a whole different ball game,
dude. 100%. I guess, what do you want to do? You want to try to get some power to this thing?
I would love to put some power to this thing, see how the Starliner works, and we want to see if we can pop open the trunk because somebody, I think, tried to get in the trunk because the floor mats are gone, which is another thing that I believe somebody possibly stole because that stuff is just pricey. I think they were trying to get in the trunk as well because that seat over there looked like it was lifted up. So we're gonna put some power to this thing. See if we can. What if there's something cool in there? What if the umbrellas are in there? That'd be amazing. You know what I mean?
Let's find out, dude.
Let's put some power to it.
All right, guys, so we are stumped. We cannot get no power to the ignition. We did find out there is a secondary battery which is in the trunk, so we started trying to figure out how can we open up that trunk, and we tried about just about everything, you know what I mean? We We tried messing with the pyro fuse. We thought that was bad, but we bypassed it. That's all good. We put a new battery in here and still no power to the ignition. We even tried to hot wire the switch to the trunk. Hopefully we didn't fry anything, dude.
I'm telling you, man, we put like 6 booster boxes on here. We even boosted off the terminal that goes to the rear battery. It's getting power, but still nothing is doing anything. So I think somebody might have had the trunk open at one point and disconnected the terminal off the battery.
Yes.
So putting power to that is still not doing anything, which sucks.
And trying to get into that trunk is like trying to get into a bank vault. Dude, that sucker is sealed. Rolls-Royce made it not easy to get in there. So we're even trying to go through the back seat, but I think it's sealed. I don't know if you can even go back through that seat right there. So we got to do some research. We got to do some more brainstorming, but you know what? We're not even worried about it. We're going to figure it out. We just need a little bit of time before we, damage some computers. So
cut the trunk open.
That's not a bad idea. If we can get a good deal on a trunk, we just cut the top off.
It's probably like 10 grand.
It is. It's very pricey. I actually thought about that. But anyways, let's set all this aside. Let's get this sucker up on a lift and let's see what we did underneath. Hopefully no damage is there.
All right, so we got the BMW, Rolls-Royce lifted up, and it looks just crazy under here. First off, the first thing I was trying to look at is if we damaged anything with the forks, and it looks pretty clean back here. Maybe have like a little, scrape or two right there. Maybe we didn't do that. Maybe we did.
I think that was from the accident. Look at that. It's just like skid on the road.
Looks clean under here, man. That little fork job, no problem, man. It looks all the way clean back there. Up front, it's a different story. We got like broken control arms and all sorts of stuff. And the reason why I said BMW is, golly, man, I personally didn't know that BMW owned Rolls-Royce because so many BMW parts. Look at even the calipers. The Rolls-Royce calipers say BMW right there. And just like every other electronical part, maybe even control arms are BMW. You're just paying for the name at this point.
Dude, really, dude, there's so many BMW things on like computer modules and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't even know that, man. That is insane. So I'd learned something new. BMW. This is pretty much a BMW just with the name and a V12 engine. And this thing is worth upwards at $500,000, which is just insane coming from a BMW, man.
But dude, I think it's just going to be worth it. I think it might have a few extras than a BMW would ever have.
It's quiet.
It's quiet.
It's fast. Looks good.
Yes,
and
sir.
the doors open up like this.
There you go. That's worth it right there alone.
That's why I want to rebuild it, dude.
But dude, let's check out some of these damages. It's actually looking pretty promising underneath, dude.
Oh yeah, not too bad. I mean, this is the frame pretty much right here, the main component where you're looking at. All this is straight where the support, the lower subframe is all connected. It pretty much just went to the radiator and kind of like stopped right here, that rebar. So we'll just change the rebar, a couple radiators, some suspension components over here. Looks like this one's completely bent. This one is completely popped off. And there's a bunch of other like little things here and there, which honestly looks crazy. The shock is bent, so we're gonna need a new shock. I wonder if these are BMW part numbers.
It's all replaceable stuff though.
Yes, it's not like you gotta cut, you gotta replace the whole entire like subframe. You don't have to do none of that. It's all unbolts. It should be an easy just swap everything. That's all I'm looking at under here. So it looks super good. This side's perfect. I mean, the suspension is good.
Man, look at all them weights from a Rolls Royce.
Are you kidding me? How much are those? 25 ounces a piece? That's
a lot,
carbon,
dude.
But maybe you can't get carbon perfect,
Maybe
it's difficult, but the carbon wheels do look good, the barrels, but they're just not the style that we want.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We're definitely gonna probably go shopping for some.
And we found out that this thing is all-wheel drive, which is just, I didn't even know that. I thought they were rear-wheel drive. And they got rear wheel steer, which is just insane. I mean, it has an entire dang mechanism right here to turn the rear wheels. I mean, does that happen when you go fast, or does that happen when you go slow? You turn sharper in the parking lot because it's so long. What is it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's something interesting that we're gonna find out. Definitely has a steering rack right there. Big old diff right there, dude. I can't wait to rebuild this thing. I'm actually super pumped about, you know, just cruising this thing, dude.
It's so different. I mean, there's cars that go fast, and then there's cars that just go smooth.
And that's this one right here. But how can we upgrade some things, dude?
Will this car sound good with exhaust? How does this V12 sound with exhaust? Dude. Maybe some straight pipes, maybe some like sick exhaust tips. I don't know, man. What do you do to these things? We're gonna have to find out.
I think the main thing is to just get it rebuilt and do like some appearance stuff.
Do a sick bumper, maybe a sick hood. Just get this thing looking like a beast.
But with that being said, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. Rolls-Royce is officially in the works. We're going to work on parts, getting that fixed up. It's going to be super awesome. But we do got some unfinished projects, which, you know, we actually got some really good reasons why they're not finished. Senna, we're still waiting on some key components, but luckily we're able to get these parts. Just the timeline is just super long, so that is still in the works. But as for the Aston Martin, that right there is one of those projects we put on pause until we get a parts car. So literally no parts car on Copart IA. So we're gonna just pause until we get a parts car. That's gonna be the cheapest, most efficient way to get that thing rebuilt. Also, our sandrail is getting worked on as we speak. But other than that, everything is pretty much finished. We got some exciting things coming for you guys, so stay tuned. Epic stuff coming at the farm. Can't wait to drop a video on that. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.